Shadow Coast here, and we are continuing our quest postings. On this one, we are tackling Coin Guard merchandise. This is a fairly semi-long quest. As always, we're going to skip most of the dialogue and then highlight the different ways you can accomplish this mission, although we will be obviously picking one of those routes. This mission was actually given by Kurt as a backstory. You can see when you pick it up if you want in our Let's Play episode 1. On this one, we are kind of starting after Kurt gave it to us. We're going to go talk to this merchant. He's refused to give the merchandise.
How might I be of... You can start by explaining.
So we're going to go through this. He's basically asking for a double payment. He won't basically refund any of our money, which is ridiculous too.
I'm not this stubborn.
So we have different options here. We can try charisma. If you in my Let's Play episode 1, in that character I actually have a point in charisma, which brought this up to 75%, making it more likely. We're gonna actually try offer a bribe.
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master who expects you to follow orders without life.
So we'll skip through this. We're gonna bribe him, and it worked.
Not just.
Well, you're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The
So-
quartermaster must be expecting us.
Now we have to head over to the quartermaster. Oh, did not realize that there was.
Come and taste my savior.
Oof. So we are going to take a potion. We're actually going to use our firearm technique. And then we have full fury, so we're gonna use some of that. So I totally forgot those guys were there. So keep an eye out when you do run that way, so you're not surprised like I was. And we're going to head over to the quartermaster, who's over here, and talk to him. So like I said on that one, you could use charisma if you have a point in charisma. You can use, basically effectively bribe him, which is what we did. And you can threaten him, trying to get the job done. So long story short here, they're basically like, we have to figure out how to get the cargo to Tier 4D. The only ship that's leaving for Tier 4D, or the next ship leaving for Tier 4D, is our ship. Unfortunately, because we just got the cargo, going through customs, so to speak, will take forever. So we have to find a creative way to get it on the ship. So what we're going to do is go talk to Captain Vasco. Captain Vasco is the captain of the ship that will sail us to Tier 4D. Also, there's stuff here to be picked up. So make sure you ABL always be looting. And we're going to run over and talk to Captain Vasco. Now, when we talk to Captain Vasco, we are going to pick up, I think inadvertently, another quest, which I will run in a separate episode. We're taking a quest at a time on these posts to keep it short and sweet. So again, we're going to skip these cutscenes and go through the majority of this. So we have to find Constantine, our cousin, who has to come with us. We are going to ask for help on the merchandise.
I have a favor to ask before we.
And effectively, he tells us that he can't help us out. So we have to basically get the cargo in the warehouse and get it on the registry. So there are two items we have to do here. Tamper with the ship's log in the harbor master's office and clear out the warehouse guards. So we have a few options on how to accomplish this. So Captain Vasco is down here. We have two objectives. We have to kind of enter and update the harbor master's log, and then we have to clear out the warehouse guards. There are a few ways we can do this. I'll highlight the different ways. But first, we we have to kind of get into, well, basically, what this is telling us is that if we're wearing the torso of the faction, we basically can trick guards, and that'll be important to note. I think we might want to go that route. But before we can go that route,
Any
we are
idea how to
going
get in there
to,
without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
let's see if we can find a less conspicuous entrance. Right,
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we
Yep.
drop a little soporific
So we
in their
can
glasses, the way will
craft
be
a
clear.
concoction
I'll
to
just
get
need
them to
find the
clear
proper
out.
ingredients, but it's
Now the
doable.
key is, can we get inside? I thought there was another way, but I'm not seeing it. Before I open the door, if you open the door, you're just gonna have to fight them. They have some guards standing in there. Let me see what we have in our inventory. Do we have a torso of any other endurance 1? So that's not going to do us any good, because we can't equip this because we don't have enough endurance. Let's see. We don't have any points either, so we can't go that route. So what we're going to do is we are going to open this door
Where is the manifest to be found?
and
I've
immediately
already been to the port authorities.
um,
The official documents upstairs.
engage a few enemies.
And death to the others!
This guy's about to shoot, so let's take him out. So there are 3 guys here that we have to take out, which we did. Oop. So we're gonna loot a bunch of stuff. Now over here, there's a lockpicking thing. I will open this up at a later date in my items post, where you can find items. And then if you go back here, that was the entrance. I thought there was another chest. It might be upstairs. So anyways, you do have to go upstairs. If we open up the map, it's on the 2nd floor, the upper floor. So that lockpicking thing, check out my other video to see what's in there. I did go lockpicking on this character. Oh, here's the other chest. And we'll also unlock this chest. So we'll have to check out that episode. Anyways, you have to walk through here. This chest is lootable regardless if you have lockpicking. I recommend you loot it. You have the sailor's coat, and what you're going to notice on the sailor's coat is that we actually have, if you look here, the appropriate symbol we need for this mission. So we are going to equip that because now we look like kind of a sailor, which is great. There's a 3rd lockpicking chest. Again, we'll cover that in the episode where we reveal all the items in here. Then you come into this room and you can change the manifest. So there's actually a couple of things here. We're going to
Here's
examine
the
this
ship's
first. Oops.
We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
And then we will pick these up. Key to the Serene Harbor jails. So make sure you do both, and you do have to double click to make sure you change it. So we have that set up, and we swapped out our uniform. So now we just have to clear out the warehouse guards and get the merchandise in there. So we have to make a decision on how we want to go about doing this, right? You have 2 options. If you got this coat, so again, just so people can see, if you put on the sailor's coat, right? If you go over there and talk to them, they're gonna leave. The other option is prepare a drink laced with sleeping pills. To do that, we actually need to head over to the crafting station. So let me take a look and see what we need to do to craft that so you guys know. We're gonna go the route where we're gonna put on the uniform and use that subterfuge to convince them uh, to leave. But I also want to make sure you guys can see what what we'd have to craft to make that work. Yeah, it's right up here. So checking out the crafting table, if you go over to this one, quest items, lay sleeping drink. We need a bottle of branding and a sleeping potion, which we do not have. Um, if you want that route, you're gonna have to explore or purchase items from the merchant. Um, let me see if I can be helpful here if you want to go that route. So the merchant's over here, and we can quickly kind of check out to see what the merchant has. Where I went the wrong direction. Still figuring my way out. Way around. Sorry, I went the wrong direction. It's a little longer, so I'm just trying to show you if you can even get the sleeping potion and the brandy.
Welcome. It's
So let's see what we can buy. We do quest items. We can buy a bottle of brandy for 5 and sleeping potion for 20. So it's about 25 gold if you want to spend it, and then you have to come back and craft the item. Again, in the way we're going to tackle this quest is we already have the sailor's coat on. We are going to use that, and hopefully that will allow us to persuade the guards to leave. If not, um, we might have to go back and spend some gold to put them to sleep. So we're going to head over here. We have the uniform on.
Hello. What can I do?
And
relay.
Finally.
we're going to
The
say
path
we're
is
there
clear.
to
We
dismiss
should
them.
notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Great. We're going to be sure to keep looting everything. Now, there is a hidden door in here. Um, we'll explore some of that area later. Now, we're not quite done with the quest. The quest will actually completely end in New Serene, so we'll break up that part later. So we want to go inform the porters to smuggle in the merch. They're over here.
Captain,
And,
sir, we were given. The way is clear. It's.
Do your best to be.
Don't you be worried.
The warehouse is.
Move out, quick.
then you get Coin Guard, +2 reputation. And then if you guys look at this quest actually ends in New Serene. So I do believe we have to head over to Tier 4D, which we will cover on how to complete that quest in another episode. Or maybe I'll do some editing and add that in here later. Thanks for watching. Please drop a like. Check out the other episodes I'll be posting. We'll be heading back in there and checking out what gear you can get from lock picking. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next episode.